What's up, guys, and welcome to our third installment of Hellion, Lost in Space. It's not really Lost in Space, but we tend to get lost. I know I have quite a bit. Alright, so this episode, let's get down to it. Today we're going to talk about docking. Docking is incredibly easy once you've mastered down Episode 2, RCS Control. I promise you. Do it a couple times, you'll become a master. So here's our rescue station that we spawned in. We came up the door, and the first thing we do is push K. We're going to push up and down to find this module. There it is. We can use the little arrow in the bottom middle of the screen. See, it's pointing down. Let's look down. There it is. Let's go towards that thing. So the one on the right, that is our ship. That's the one we're going to be moving into and exploring this known universe with. We're going to do that in another episode. Today we're going to grab this little module and dock it to our rescue station, our spawn station if you will. And we're just going to show you how to dock. So let me get down there. I'm burning pretty hard to get down there, but all that means is, if you remember from episode 2, is that we're going to have to do a huge counter burn to slow down once we get to our destination. So this module right here is really just an airlock. There is sometimes a better spacesuit in there. The spacesuit you start with is kind of crappy, has a very short oxygen lifespan, very short jet fuel for your controls. Slow the burn. Alright, here we go. So hopefully we get a better spacesuit in here. Going to push shift to grab on, F to open this up. And what we're going to do is we're going to depressure the inside. You can see on the top it says internal pressure is at 1 bar, and now it's going to drop down to 0 bars to match or equalize the pressure for outside. And in space that pressure is 0. Push tab to let go of that. So you can see on the door it says pressure hazard. We can open it manually if we wanted to, but then we just depressure the entire thing, and that always just sucks. So we're going to depressure it so we can go inside. Also, air is a commodity here. It's something that you need to hold on to and mine. You breathe it, you need to live. You don't want to waste it if you can help it. So now the pressure equalizes 0 inside. We're going to push this button to open the door, and we're going to drift on inside. So this will be the airlock for when you start attaching other pieces of equipment, other modules, other command modules to your home station. Also, if you dock your ship to this, you don't have to depressure the airlock every time to dock your ship to go to your space module. This makes life a whole lot easier. So I was just showing you how it works. We're going to actually go on the roof of this thing. Right over here, you see where it says RCS, Utility Access. We're going to go ahead and open that up, and we're going to drive this module from the roof. Yes, from the roof. F to open that up. This pops up. F to grab this thing. Now, on the left side, I'm going to push R to pick which port I'm going to go for. Now, I'm going to dock it with the standard docking port, not with the airlock, because I want the airlock to be on the outside. I don't want to put the airlock in between this module and my spaceship. So on the right side, you can see we have our ship selected. All you do with that is I'm going to hold down T and mouse wheel up down. You can see I'm selecting different modules in range. So I think our ship is the further one away, our module rather. So just like with your RCS in episode 2, I'm going to mouse up. So I'm kind of moving towards that arrow. And then again, I can push left shift to stabilize and slow down. See, I left shift to stop. Move right. Slow movements, guys. We're just going to find this thing real quick. Now docking, it takes a couple times to get used to it. Once you've done it a couple times, you begin to understand how it works, and it becomes super simple. But until then, just take it real slow. You might have to go back for air a couple times if you have just a basic air pack. I know I came back 3 or 4 times trying to get this thing figured out. So right now I'm slowly just drifting towards my module. I'm trying to get it in view here. And all these controls are from the perspective of this camera. So forward is forward of the camera, right is right of the camera, up and down is towards whatever direction you're looking at. So we'll find it here. Hopefully I want to fast forward this video to make it entertaining. Now you can't tell, but I'm still moving my mouse right. There you go. You can see it warping right over there. I'm pushing left shift to stabilize it. I'm going to look up. Just following this arrow. You can see the big arrow on top that's walking around the screen, not the one in the middle. We'll talk about it in a second. The one on top is pointing to where my target is. You can see on the bottom right hand side, modules in range. We're targeting ship 6 CEA7. Well, there goes that ship again. Ah, there it goes. See it right in front of us? Whoops. Alright, so I'm going to push forward now, or W, to use those RCS thrusters to push us towards. And you can see off in the distance that orange little glowy deal. That's the docking ports flashing, saying, pick me, pick me. So that's what we're headed for. So while we're headed that direction, I'll be using my left control in space to go up and down, and my WASD keys to move forward, left, back, and right. Now the arrow in the middle, let's talk about that real quick. See the arrow in the middle, it's kind of pointing down. I'm going to use Q and E to roll my vessel. That thing needs to be pointed up. All these modules have an up and a down, so they need to be oriented the right direction before you can dock. So I want to have it pointing directly up. Get it rolling. And we're almost there. So I'm going to start orienting my ship. Remember left shift to control it. And push control. Because now we're moving up. Right? Push S to slow us down. Slow us down. I'm coming in a bit hot. I just don't want to burn through all my air and have to stop and do this all over again. Now the trick to this is get close. Kind of like we are right here. Then you want to get this with an octagon lined up with the octagon on the door there. See it? It's all nice and flashing orange. And you want to get it lined up straight. Straight is the key. You can't commit at an angle. And the way you can reference this, and I kind of bone myself, is you see that window and the door through the corridor? Well, when you close the door in front of us, you'll have two windows. If you line those two windows up properly, then you know you're directly aligned. So I'm going to use Q and E to pitch and roll while holding left shift. That's pretty good. I'm going to come in nice and slow. Real small movements, guys. Very small movements. Once you get used to this, you can start making faster movements if you wish. So I'm going slow just so you can see how slow I'm going. Q and E to change my pitch if I need to. Left shift, remember, stops your rotation. It doesn't stop your forward or backwards movement, up and down movement. It just stops you from rotating. And then once you get close enough, we're looking pretty good. Ah, there it is. See, the computer grabs on and sucks you in. So we have successfully docked in our first attempt. Now again, it might take a few attempts. Tab out real quick. Might take a few attempts to do the same thing. I know it took me quite a few. So if we back up now, you can see that this module we grabbed, we flew it all the way over and docked it to our starter base right here. Now we have an airlock, a proper airlock, that we can get into and out of our little space station here. You have a module over there. That door does not have an airlock on it. If you find another module, you can put one on there. But I don't like to do that. I like to have an airlock on one side, because then as you take your ship out and go find other modules, let me get in here real quick. I'm trying to talk and fly, and I'm doing a terrible job. Once you find other modules, you can attach them to that side. This way your space station always has one airlock to get in and out of your station with. And you have one other non-airlock that you can use to dock other modules with. So let's grab this guy. I'm probably making y'all sick, huh? We're going to repressurize. So it's going to close the door. You can see it. Boom. Close it right there. And now it's going to take the air that it saved, and it's going to start pumping it back into this room. Are you going to make me a liar? Let's try this again. The door closed. Repressurize. I don't know why it doesn't want to repressurize. Maybe it's a bug. The game is an alpha, guys. Remember that. So cut it some slack. Turn jetpack back on. Maybe the power's not hooked up to it. So we're going to go ahead and open up this door anyways because we need oxygen. Ooh, and we super pressurize. So we can open up our mask. And let's go see what kind of booty we got in here. Then we can close this episode. And you've seen what we can do with docking. So remember I said every time you start brand new, you get random stuff. Let's see what's in here. We got, so we got an upgraded jetpack, or I'm sorry, suit. So you can see this is the base suit. Alt Corp pressurized suit. And this is the upgraded Alt Corp pressurized EVA suit. This one has a bigger oxygen and bigger fuel tank for your EVAs right there. You do need the 3-piece set. You cannot mix and match. Unfortunately, that really made me upset. So we need to go out and find a helmet. So we have extra of these. We just need a helmet for these guys right here. Do we get any weapons? No. Remember, check everything. You can take and scavenge parts. So now we have a proper airlock we can use to enter. There is no pressure difference here. Oh, okay, maybe a little bit. That was a little bit. I didn't check the reading on the door right here that says it's at 0.9 bars. So our space ship here is going to start pumping out some air to equalize everything. Air quality is low because we need to change some filters. We only have the one, remember, from episode number 1. So that's docking. In the next episode, we're going to check out our ship. We're going to fly over there, check out, see what it can do. And then we'll just keep on pumping these out and try and keep them short and sweet for you guys. Hope you liked it. If you do, leave a like and a subscribe if you want to. Leave a comment if you have any questions or you want to see something that I didn't do or cover. We will see you guys next episode. See ya.